Okay, this is our vanilla that we have packed in here. They're really overcrowded, but I didn't have a lot of space and didn't have a lot of time the last time I was here in March. The I got rid of the last caretaker, and then because things were just such a mess, and then I tossed them in here. And Greg's been really doing a good job keeping up on these and keeping them sprayed. This here row here, we call this row one, and these were in really bad shape. They were full of scales and I mean just all kinds of bugs. I mean fire ants and scales and just a mess. I mean all rotten. Now, I mean they're like fully recovered, and we're gonna start cloning these because we really need to get the plant count up on this vanilla. And then there's some cacao that didn't fit in the other part of the shade house, and some more small vanilla clones down here. And then this is the back side of the vanilla. There's actually 4 rows of this mature vanilla, and then it's really starting to take off now. I mean the girth on these these stems now. I mean it's really gonna bloom out good next year. Now this year we didn't have a lot of flowers this year, and I really wasn't expecting it to flower this year. I was expecting it to flower next year, but this did flower. We didn't have much luck with the pollination, but it was a start. Greg was able to get this one here pollinated. This is the only bean I've seen so far. Um, we kind of we learned a lot. We learned a lot through this. It's a lot of the stuff we see on YouTube, the videos and things. I mean, it almost seems like it's sabotage. I mean, very rough on the flower, and I think we'll have much better luck next year. But I'm going to move some of these around because we noticed that where where the plant flowered this year inside of the shade house, it had some morning direct sunlight exposure. So we're gonna pull some of these out of here and do a little experiment on that. I mean, this here is all new growth on this. It's just amazing. I mean, this thing is just these are just going off. I mean, it's just a little food, a little bit of spray. I mean, keeping them out of the sun. It's just amazing how well they do. This was a there's a little bird's nest in there. We had a baby cardinal in here this year. He he's grown up and flown off now. Kind of hoping that the mom comes back again next year. We'll see what happens there. Now, just on the other side of this is the. Oh, here I got a dead vine. I got to cut out. I mean, when I moved these, I was really kind of rough with them. I pulled, yanking on a bunch of them. Doesn't look like we have fusarium though. Knock on wood. I mean, there's some dead leaves, probably from all the scale damage and stuff that was in here before Greg started really spraying them. All right, I'm gonna move over into the next portion of the shade house.